you know, we're gonna go into a flow state. What is up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Same as Sarah Boo TV. If you haven't been on the channel before, you are in for a treat. All I can tell you is because we talk about everything from life, self-love, personal growth, to whatever the scoop is. So yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, let's jump in. So today we are going to be diving into how femininity is a whole new walk of life for me. And I'm sure a lot of you ladies can maybe even relate to some of these things. And it's so abnormal for me to be this way because those who have been around me for long know that I'm a tomboy at heart. I've always put in the work. I've always been a hard worker, but more of a polarity between both. There has to be a polarity, the yin to the yang, right? Well, I realized for the longest time of my life, I grew up in survival mode and having to do and watching my mom do. You know, you have to work, you have to drill yourself into the ground, and you have to get these things done. And if you don't get it done, you're a POS. And I realized it was just depleting my well-being, my light. And I think there's this innate thing in women where you're not meant to deplete. Men are good at doing, men are good at conquering, but for women there's this essence of just being, flowing, soft-natured. It's angelic. And stepping into that, like this year 2023 has been such a year of transition for me, but I have realized that femininity is not pulling your card out and you're like, well, no shit, Sarah, you're always supposed to let a man pay. And for me, I used to find that shameful. It's just like, well, I'm not helping, I'm guilty, I'm not doing enough. In all reality, a woman is biologically meant to receive. And for the men who watch this and want to disagree and argue, let's get a little sexual here. The whole point of a man and a woman is for a man to give to a woman. And as crazy as it sounds, it's the nature of things. And I think the power of a woman is so much more than doing. You can just be an example, freely creative, and set the tone for the life that you want to have and set the tone for the life you are. Like I was saying, there was just so many traits. I realized that I was becoming so masculine, not even in just dating, but just in my overall well-being. I can say 2022, I was really focused on like David Goggins, Andy Frisella, all of those hardcore self-improvement, these people who are phenomenal individuals that truly do inspire me. But I was so ingrained in their content and in their work. I was taken back by, oh my gosh, they've conquered and mastered the mind and the body, and they've like breaking points, where I did that all 2022. And I even did that up to the following past couple months, and really stepping back and realizing that that's not my entire job. Sure, I have responsibility and it's great to have productivity, but there is time for rest, and it's not just recovery, but there's time for women that need a different source of self-care. I know this sounds crazy, but it's personally for me, I've realized when I really take the time to balance my schedule out, my rest is now productivity. Serves into my well-being. I was so ingrained in being in my masculine that I was so money driven and work driven, and I would literally contemplate my self-worth with how much I was doing. A lot of society and the work week was created for a man's basic needs. Now that men and women are essentially equal, the 9-to-5 work week where you drain yourself and women are essentially bitter, exhausted, and depleted because they're having to pick up all the scraps from not letting their partner do so, or just not living in their light or walking in their light, is proof that that's not our ancestral line of work. It's really not. I definitely think that we are equal and we bring different skill sets to the table. There's something about being gentle and fierce at the same time. There's something about being in your light without having to do so much. And it's setting an example, being creative, being magical, in the things that you enjoy pursuing. Like, I literally found myself at a mental break point. I could not do it. I would call up my best friend like, I am exhausted, I'm tired of living in this lifestyle, and I feel like I have no other choice. I have to do it. I have to do it. In all reality, when I would just sit and meditate into my light, into my being, into God, into source, and I would meditate, this is not the calm energy that is surrounding me for me to be truly depleting myself. I feel softer. I feel sweeter. 2023 is ending off on a different note, baby. And walking into 2024, it's all soft. It's a soft life. It's a happy life. It's a gentle life, divinely protected. But it's going to be really stepping into that light. This soft and fierce, beautiful life. Let's go get this workout in.